Thursday Group Show with Michelle Cummins and myself, Curtis Pope. How are you doing this fine morning, Michelle?
Good, beautiful morning, Curtis and everyone. I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. And how are you and your family?
We are doing well. I mean, with weather like this that we've seen the last few days, how can you not be happy, right?
Exactly. What are you doing for Mother's Day weekend?
What are we doing for Mother's Day weekend? Oh, right. It's Mother's Day, isn't it?
Uh-huh. Don't forget.
I am not going to now. You reminded me.
Kelly would not be very happy if you forgot.
Yeah, but she's the kid's mom, not my mom. They have to get her something, don't they?
Yes, they do.
I have to help them along, though. Yeah, no, we got it covered.
Either they can paint something or make something or spend an afternoon doing a puzzle with her or something.
Well, actually, it worked out in my favor is that our coffee maker was not working very well, so I already bought her a new coffee maker this week, so that she's already been using and loving. So,
oh, is it fresh ground, or does it have do you have to grind your coffee, or what kind of coffee maker is it?
We didn't go that far. I'd be fine with that, but Kelly just wants to put coffee grounds in and make a cup of coffee. It's all about speed, but also she wants decent cup of coffee too.
What's her favorite coffee?
She just likes coffee, double, 2 creams, 2 sugars, but she has to have her coffee. I drink my coffee black, so it doesn't matter what, as long as it's good coffee, I'm fine.
Oh gosh, there's this hemlock coffee I love. There's a few really good brands of coffee, but yeah, really, really good stuff because they're so different. If you drink it black, it really has the flavor. You taste it even more.
Yeah, no, there's some ones I've found over there. I mean, I like the standard, McDonald's and Tim Hortons coffee as much as I do anything else. But I know I buy some of the good stuff sometimes. I've bought some Hawaiian coffee one time, and it was fantastic, but it was pricey.
Ooh, what do you usually make on Mother's Day morning? Do you bring her in bed mimosas? Is that what it is? Orange juice and champagne and pancakes or?
Well, you see, now this is gonna get me in all kinds of trouble with a lot of men who listen. But I actually bring my wife breakfast in bed every Sunday morning.
Oh, that is.
So I it's not that special if I bring her breakfast in bed because I do it all the time.
Oh, my gosh. That is so wonderful. I'm glad you said that. Yeah. Men listening.
Yeah, it gets me in a lot of trouble with my friends. And a lot of times my wife will go, no, I'm getting up. Just take it back to the kitchen. To which my sister-in-laws are like, he brings you breakfast in bed and you tell him to take it back to the kitchen.
Oh, that is so amazing. If she journals or whatnot, it would be kind of neat to take photos of every Sunday of what it looks like, or I don't know. That's I see that on a blog, Sunday morning breakfast in bed, and then she writes a story every Sunday.
Yeah, well, that's a possibility. We could start doing that maybe.
Fun. Well, I've been watching The Mandalorian this week, and it is amazing. It's all that you said it was cracked up to be.
Yeah, I told you. And Baby Yoda is the most adorable thing ever.
So cute. When he was going to try to heal him in the first, the Mandalorian, and he didn't know, right? And he's putting back him all, but he's trying to heal him.
Well, he doesn't know yet.
Little 100-year-old Baby Yoda.
Yeah, no, it's actually really well done. I can't wait for season 2, which is coming out, I guess, this fall. So.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they got all the filming done before they had to shut everything down, so they should be on track.
Wow, yeah, the filming industry around here, because of the May 18th and the slow release and going into phase 2 of the 4-phase getting back into things, BC it's been mentioned that the film industry will be getting back in June, July. So that's one that's not on phase 2, but I think set for phase 3, I think it is.
Yeah, I believe it is. I think it's phase 3 for that, which makes sense because by June, July, majority of all the filming will be done outside and things like that. But again, will the borders be open by then? Who knows?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, because I guess it's not giving you the opportunity to go down and check out your wonderful vacation property in Oregon.
No, but you know what? I haven't had a concern. It's okay. I take it one day at a time.
I guess. But I guess at the same time, you can't go see your family down in the States, so they can't come see you. So I guess Zoom and Skype meetings have become the norm.
Yes, it's been a weekly, usually Friday evenings at 5 o'clock, but sometimes we've changed it to Saturdays, and it's been fun. It is so, we've even become closer together and know about each other more now than we did before. So that's a very good thing about this, silver lining.
There have been some silver linings for sure.
Yeah. This is our 8th COVID-19 episode.
So it's been 2 months since you've had to come in here and put up with me.
Wow. I'm kind of liking it.
I'm sure you are. I know the rest of the staff love working from home.
Oh, my goodness. No, but it's we're going to talk about today on the show two of the most unique properties for sale right now that I thought I'd mention, and then a list of foreclosures and court-order sales, because, it's kind of gone up a little bit, as I kind of thought a month ago or so. I can't remember which episode it was, but mentioned that most likely in about 3 weeks we'll start seeing some things like that happen, but not too many. And it's true. It's exactly what's happening, even though actually the last week and a half or two, we've seen an uptick in the real estate market. But we'll get to that later. The first segment, I also wanted to go through the week-by-week listings and solds. And then the second segment, we just got the full April monthly statistics. And so it's very interesting and good stuff and surprising, actually. Most people will be very surprised about it. So that's what we kind of got on the show for today. So the first two unique properties, and I don't know if you know Curtis, but, me being a horse lover, equine lover, and somebody who trained and rode and bred and competed and everything, I've always loved the community High Point in Langley. You know that community?
Yes, I know that one, yes.
Okay, well, on 200 Street at 64, they've got the cornerstone of the High Point community. It's 13-acre property for sale. It's the equestrian center, the state-of-the-art facility that includes an indoor and outdoor equestrian riding ring, the gym, the clubhouse, entertaining space. The indoor viewing areas are just beautiful of the equine events. The outdoor areas include 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, caretaker's residence. Nice. I used to be a caretaker when I first came to Canada. Actually, I ran a breeding farm of Swedish warm bloods off 248th in Langley, Auto District, and that's what I did. And so I had a caretaker's quarters for what I did. But anyways, this one, I didn't have a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom one. I had this little, cute little cottage, but this one also comes with storage barns, obviously, for hay and equipment, 2 dazzling 20-stall horse barns. And if you've ever been in there, you'd be like, wow, this is just, so fancy. You feel like you have to change your boots for high heels, but then you're like, no, I don't wear high heels in a barn. But it's got the washing station, the lounge, and kitchens, and wow, it's just so amazing. The price tag on this place is $24,588,000. So not too bad.
Maybe for you. But no, I know what you're saying. Actually, considering where that is and everything that's coming with it, that is a good price.
It is actually a wonderful investment because I see this going to $50 million. You hold on to it for a good 10 years, or I just see it going up very quickly. This is pretty good opportunity. But okay, so the second one is actually on the street that I just talked about that I first came to Canada and lived on, 248th in Otter District. This is actually very close to the Smallville farm. If our listeners know, the Smallville farm was filmed on 248th, and I would just go when they were on set, and that's the house, the farm that they used for the TV series Smallville. So anyways, this property is close by to it. It's at 558 on 248th Street, and it is gorgeous. It is more than just a mansion. It is this magnificent country estate. It is so incredible. It is 12,400 square foot majestic manor. You don't expect it. It's on almost 50 prime acres of serene rolling pastures and soaring mountain views. This area is some of the highest areas in Langley, actually. So when I lived there, I remember seeing, what are those, the Northern Lights, because we had a power pole in the back. It was 7 acres, power station, and somehow we got Northern Lights. Anyways, it's really high. I could see into Bellingham, and we could see the fireworks at, July 4th for them down there, so we got to enjoy their fireworks. So this area is sort of like that. So this house or mansion, famous Hollywood movie location. So they've filmed a lot there as well. It's built and owned by champions of industry, Cascadia Ridge. So it's looking for its new first lady and gentleman, indoor pool, tennis courts, riding arena, trails, of course, again, a caretaker's house with a shop. Everyone needs a shop. So this place is amazing. It's ALR land under 5,400 square feet. You could actually build anyways, lots. If anybody wants information on it, you can always contact me. But the price tag on that one is $15,680,000.
Okay.
So those are the two, I would say, most unique listings for sale right now in the Fraser Valley area. And then foreclosures. Okay, so there's been more court-ordered sales and foreclosures, more foreclosures than court-ordered sales. But they're under the industry, real estate industry, it's all under court-ordered sales when you're searching and looking online. You don't know if it's actually foreclosure or what the reason is that they're being taken over from the bank or a lawyer for reasons. But I'm going to go through kind of the different areas. First, attached. For Chilliwack, there's only one attached townhouse in foreclosure right now, and it's $38,000 less than assessed value. In Abbotsford, there's only two attached townhouses, and one's at $45,000 less than assessed value, and the other one's at $26,000 less. Langley, there's one condo that's actually $77,000 over assessed value, and you're going to see that when I'm telling you the future stats. It's surprising that there's not a lot of amazing deals out there right now, and some are actually way over assessed value. And so, sometimes it's not the screaming deal that you think it is. You really have to do your research and know what's a really good deal and what's not, because quarter sales are not for the faint of heart. I don't know, it's coined that a lot, don't I? But it's true. It's because it's risky. It's as is, where is. So, the doors could be banged in, the windows could be broken. Who knows what the state of the property is going to be on the day of possession when you, as the buyer, get it. So it's very risky, even though, the banks do hire property managers to secure the property and this and that. But what if there's still a tenant in it or whatnot? So you never know what it's going to be like. So you should be getting a really good deal when you purchase a foreclosure or quarter sale. So, when I say one in condo in Langley, there's one, privately owned or now bank owned, but there's also a new project in Langley. So altogether, there's actually 8 court-ordered listings in Langley. 7 of those 8 are all from the new condo project in beautiful, cute, historic Murrayville called Murrayville House. So if you want new construction, that's an opportunity right there. Surrey, there's 7 condos, 2 of which are over assessed value by about $37,000, and the other by $33,000 more. So again, not a great deal. The best valued one is an asking price of $50,000 less than assessed value, and that's in Surrey. But most are about $30,000 less than assessed value. Mission, there's 0 court-ordered sales right now. Maple Ridge, there's only 1. Detached, now we're going through detached. In Chilliwack, there's 7. So one at $13,700 less than assessed. That's like the lowest of under assessed, which isn't much, and one that's $53,000 over assessed value. But there's one in Chilliwack of the 7 that's $200,000 over assessed value. Now, assessed value is not market value, but most properties that just are privately owned and, let's say, haven't been maintained or updated, and it needs some work. It needs maybe a new hot water tank, needs new flooring, needs new this and that. Those are selling for a little less than assessed value right now anyways. And properties that have a lot of beautiful updates and renovations and the assessment board, let's say, doesn't know about and have been maintained really, really well, but maybe, the structure is actually, 25, 35 years old or whatnot, those ones are going for over assessed value, some by 20, some by 50,000 over, and some a little bit more over than that. It's all really dependent. So this is interesting to know about the quarter sales and the difference in prices. So Langley, for detached, there's one quarter sale, $242,000 less than its assessed value, but it is a 4-acre property in Otter Co-op. Mission, there's 4 detached, and one is $450,000 over assessed value, and only one of the 4 are under assessed value. So that's of the 4 in Mission. And Maple Ridge, 2. One is an acreage at $260,000 less than assessed value, and that's a pretty good one. And the other detached on a lot is close to assessed. So it's very interesting when you think, I want to list. Oh, by the way, I do have a full list, and I keep it updated on my website of all court-ordered sales in the area. So michellecummins.ca. Go there if you'd like to the list. If you want to be on an automatic list, which actually updates you as soon as realtors know, you will know when a quarterly sale comes available. If you want to on that list and to see how much they sell for, you're alerted and told how much it sells for when it sells. Then that you want to definitely email me for to be on that list. And you could either go to my website and a pop-up window, has you register for the e-newsletter that I have, but register for the foreclosure list by just going to my email, mcummins@remax.net. That's M and Cummins like the diesel engine, no G, at remax.net. That works. You can find me online. But anyways, yes, so that's that. Hey, Curtis.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm talking 100 miles a minute. I know I am. So I'm going to ask you, how much time do we have left in our first segment?
Oh, we're overtime on the first segment now. So
okay, we better break then.
So we're going to take a quick break, and you've already given your email address and all that fun stuff. So tell you what, we'll take a quick break. We'll be back with more right after this. And we are back with segment number 2 of the Cummins Real Estate Group show with Michelle Cummins and myself, Curtis Pope. Now, we're going to geek out on some stats here, I understand, Michelle.
Yeah, a little bit of real estate geekiness happening here, and but that's good. That's we like to have a lot of fun on this show, but we also are a bit real estate geekiness. So.
Well, stats are, where you can really kind of get the ebb and flow of the industry, right? Especially when it comes to real estate. And hey, I'm a big baseball fan. Is there a sport with more stats than baseball? I don't think so.
Hey, there you go. No wonder we get along.
Exactly.
Okay, so I wanted to go through the last week or this week's and the week previous to that, new listings and solds, because as I said in the beginning of the show, we've seen an uptick in the real estate market this last couple of weeks. So this last week, the last 7 days in Surrey, let's start there, new listings were 186 altogether, of course. Previous 7 days was 131, so more listings. Sold 59 the last. I would say this time I sort of went back because subject removals and sold stats are slightly different. So 59, where before was 51. Langley new listings 93, and then the previous week was only 73. So again, more listings. And I know after the 18th, again, we're going to have a lot more listings. Pent-up demand. It's going to be, I believe, a crazy, strong, get ready for it, real estate market. Sold in Langley was 29, and before it was 19. So went about a week and a half, I would say, not 7 days this time. Abbotsford, new listings 75 in the last week, 62 before, so more listings, more solds at 23. Mission, new listings at 32, where before it was 20. Solds 10, where before it was 3, so more solds. Maple Ridge, new listings at 42, where before it was 32. So 10 more this last week, and sold 17, where actually before was 19. So that's in Maple Ridge. Chilliwack, new listing 65, where previous was 50. Sold 25, the same as it was before. Chilliwack's really funny that way. I've noticed really solid, or I should say the solds in Chilliwack have kind of stayed, and their listings, very close to the week by week. But so I want to go into the full April stats because we just got them about a week ago. Sorry, not a week ago, just a couple days ago. So even though March's initial numbers promised a banner spring because it was crazy busy in March, we expected the market to respond the way it did in April, so we're not surprised. Both sales and listings contracted in tandem as we all moved swiftly to embrace the measures necessary to respond to this global pandemic we've all been in. Given the volume of new listings coming on stream, fell even faster than sales in April. The market remains stable, though, and actually detached overall in the Fraser Valley for prices have gone up 0.5%. So that's some of the surprising news that most people don't know. They're thinking prices are falling and it's going to, be horrible, but they've actually gone up. So
well, there's been a lot of press about that. There's going to be a 15% drop in housing prices in the Lower Mainland, but they haven't specifically been talking about the Fraser Valley. So is that where we're getting the difference?
Exactly, Curtis. Yes, that's it. And it'll be interesting to see how it's going. But week by week, we're seeing it's getting stronger. And now April at $993,400 as your benchmark price overall in the Fraser Valley, again, up 0.5%. And for townhouses, it's up as well, 0.7%. And apartments, are up 0.2%. So, everything overall has gone up. So we noticed that the benchmark price for the detached homes, townhomes, and apartments all rose, that slight amount. They all have had similar average days on the market between 30 to 33 days. And the interesting thing to note is the sales to active ratio in the different markets. Apartments were on the border of being a buyer's market. Detached homes were right in the middle of a balanced market, and townhomes just crested into a seller's market. With the total of sales, amount of sales in the Fraser Valley, though, being down overall 50.3%. So that's down 50% sales are, but prices have been up because buyers are still out there needing to buy, wanting to buy, and taking advantage of the amazing low free money interest rates that we have. Mission had a drop of only 33.3% in detached homes compared to last year. Surrey only 32.7% in their townhouse sales for the last year. And so we've seen kind of slight changes in that too. So the restrictions starting to be lifted in May. It'll really be interesting to see what the results of the real estate market will be. And for Abbotsford, for detached benchmark prices, year over year is at 2.5%, and month over month, so March to April, zero. It's kind of stayed the same for detached prices, exactly zero. For townhouses in Abbotsford, it rose a 0.7% year over year, but month over month it went down just 0.3%. And apartments in Abbotsford have gone down 0.2%, so very minimal. It's practically the same prices as they were last year and the month before. Mission benchmark prices have gone up year over year 1.4%, but down March to April 1.8%. So this is benchmark prices, which is different than average prices. Townhouses in Mission have gone down only 0.6% year over year and only 0.1% month over month, and condos down 0.2% year over year, but up 0.1% from March to April, which is interesting. And then the last municipality I'll mention is Langley. Benchmark price went up 5.5% from the year over year and 1.3% from March to April. Crazy. And townhouses went up 2.6% year over year and 0.9%, so almost 10% from March to April. And condos are the same price March to April in Langley and up 1.4% year over year. So, the prices really, if anything, overall, again, have gone up from March to April and year over year, and we're still in the second highest year we've ever been for prices in the Fraser Valley, but we've actually seen the lowest sales in April than we have since, historically, it's comparable to 1981, when, they had the huge, that's for sales. So it's way down for sales, 50%.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a lot. So I don't know if you've been noticing a difference in, every neighborhood in town is different, of course, but that's overall. And again, for those April stats for way deeper dive into it, I do have them on my homepage on my website at michellecummins.ca, always there. And I wanted to mention this afternoon, I'm doing at 3 p.m., I am doing an open house video on one of my brand new home listings. Gorgeous brand new home in Harrison Mills. That's only $728,888. And there's no property transfer tax on this home because it's new construction under $750. So even though you have 5% GST, you don't have any property transfer tax. So that's an amazing thing to keep note of. Masters on the Main, it's adjacent to Sandpiper Golf Course and Resort, and Hemlock Mountain, which is Sasquatch Ski Resort, and it's on the Harrison River, where the golden stream of salmon is found. It literally is the golden stream, they call it, and it's where the annual Eagle Fest happens every November because they've got so many eagles in the area. So if you can watch, I'll post it on my Facebook page. It's called Michelle Cummins Remax Little Oak Realty at Fraser Valley Realty. You can find me on Facebook and watch that awesome open house video. I'll post that at 3 o'clock today.
All right. Well, I guess that's about it for our time today.
Okay, gem to remember, quote of the week. Sometimes we are all so quick to count down the days that we forget to make the days count. Quote is from an unknown source, but I like that one.
That is a really good quote. I like that.
There you go. Yeah. Make the days count, everyone.
Considering as of late, I've barely known what day it is any given time. It is Saturday today, right?
You got it.
Okay, just checking.
The day we chat every week.
That's right. All right. Well, I guess that's all the time we have today, but we'll be back again next week. So until next time, you stay safe, all right?
You too.
And once again, be sure to listen in next week when we will talk more real estate in order to unlock your real estate potential on a show where real estate is maximized. Thanks for listening.